Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this episode of Founders of Reka. This is Silus and the Death Cleric, whose name is Xanath, actually, played by Kat. We're really excited to be able to have this. Kat actually submitted her character creation through the Instagram, so you guys, just so you know, you could do that and send a personal message, and you have just as much of a chance to be accepted from there as you do from in the Discord. But yeah, this is a fantastic episode. I'm really excited about it. It's very cute, very, very many heartwarming moments. I really hope you guys enjoy it, but I just want to let you guys know this is the last Monday episode for a while. It's going to be going back to only Fridays. We have the group role play this Friday, and the next arc kind of starts the week after that. I say kind of because it's an interesting start to it, but I hope you guys really enjoy. Let's get right on into the episode.
Say hello to bots.
Hi, bots.
Ooh.
Just you guys listening right now and things like that. This is the one shot with B as Silus, but we also have Kat with us playing Xanath, one of the contest winners. So if you guys ever want to be able to have something like this, an opportunity like to be able to be on the show and things like that, we have contest entries. We're going to be doing more contests in the future. We're designing the next one currently, but we're going to be just hopping straight on into it. So Silus,
yes, totally didn't drop my D20, and that's why I said fuck as my first line of dialogue in this trade.
that recent image that was drawn for the Discord, and I think you also posted on Instagram of Silus vomiting, this just makes sense. Your first thing that you've said since that drawing came into existence.
Yeah.
But so we just finished the Missing Frax arc, and we are moving along after that. It's probably been about a week or two after, so Frax is out of the hospital, things like that. Everything is
That's good
to go. He's probably started back up in your classes with tutoring and things like that, but let's just say it's a normal Monday. You've had class in the morning. It's around noon now before anyone has tutoring. It's around lunchtime. What do you want to do? What's your game plan?
Okay, so if we're opening with the kiddos, I think Silus is going to okay, so I know we said during the Missing Frax arc that there was like 9 new stories made by little kiddos, and I think Silus is like really proud of them.
Okay.
So I think he wants to take a day and like be like, hey, I know I'm your teacher, and I know like I'm supposed to be, like in charge and things like that, but I just wanted you to know, like, you guys knocked it out the park with these things. So many of you have come to me with really creative ideas for stories and things like that, and I just wanted to let you guys know I'm kind of proud of all of you. Not kind of, I am proud of all of you. You guys are doing really good. You're taking an interest in this thing that's really important, and I'm happy to hear that.
There's only I think there's a total of 4 kids that are actually in like the writing club, like actively kind of putting out these books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see Sran and Stiggs. They're the 2 kids of Regilda and Frub, if I remember correctly. Or Frug maybe, but Sran and Stiggs are just like being all cutesy. Sran as the older one's giving like Stiggs like a little bit of a I think it's I don't remember what it's called, but just like tussling his hair, I guess, or something like that. Just like, you dork, and they're all like giddy and grinning because it's like, little kid writing a book, and they're putting a ton of effort into it, worried it's not going to come out well. But Silas said that was good.
Right. And they're probably not the best ever written, but it's like, they're kids.
Exactly. So they're very grateful for the kind words, and they're just excited and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good. I think he would say, but I do want to take an interest in what you guys want. So if you don't mind my asking, what would you want to read about? If you have any other book I'd like, I don't know how I could do this at this point. If there would be some way I can get more like actual books here, I'll take it. So if you guys have any recommendations, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say.
Yep. I'm just gonna kind of like give you an idea of like who's all here. So there's Swak, a young girl, Dirk, young boy, Strand and Stiggs, as I just said. Frax is probably here along with Thals. And Frax is like, first of all, you got to remember, Frax is now like the tallest goblin child.
Right.
So he probably feels a little bit awkward and odd, but being a little more quiet because of everything that's happened. But Dirk, Stiggs are kind of like probably being a little bit more contemplative, trying to think through stuff. Strand and Thals are probably screaming something along the lines of like a cute, like equivalent of like the fantasy Twilight,
Oh God.
Like, well, basically the idea of like a young girl's like the teens teens novels or whatever, young adult books of that has like a little bit of an undertone of romance and some cool stuff going on. You know, like the girl's the main character, and they're just like romance, like they're like awestruck with that kind of an idea. There's Swalk in the corner just kind of making fun of them for wanting something like that, and she's like communicating something along the lines of like, frankly, I'd really like it if we had something along the lines of like gardening or something like that. I want to help out with the garden. Like looking for something a lot more practical than just something stupid like that. Dirk and Stiggs are looking, well, Stiggs is really young, so he's like action comic book. Like he doesn't know what a comic book is, but he's like dead set on it already. You know, Dirk is looking for something along the lines of like, if I remember correctly, this is where I have to look at all of my notes because I have a ton of them. Yeah, Dirk's probably looking for something that's like woodworking relating because his dad is one of the carpenters. Just like, and knowing Dirk, he's probably along the lines of like, yeah, can we like get something that teaches me how to do like a nice dovetail or some good joinery? I'd also like to be able to learn how to be able to do good plane work and stuff. And you're just like, what are you saying, small child?
That's fair. I think he writes all of that down anyway, though. It's just like, I will keep this in mind. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, good.
Mm-hmm. And I think he's gonna just continue the class as normal, but he would like make a note of that Frax is being really quiet for after the class.
Mm-hmm.
Like when everyone leaves, he would want to like ask him if he's feeling any better, you know?
All right. Do you want to kind of just like jump to that right now?
Yeah.
So class ends. A lot of the kids like run on out. They're all sprinting off kind of to the mess hall and things like that, just trying to get something to eat. Frax is staying behind though, kind of like looking at you like, are we gonna talk? Are we not?
Oh, he would just go like, hey, Frax, how are you holding up?
I'm doing all right. I'm just like scared to like get too like excited or anything like that because, well, I don't know what's gonna happen in any moment, so I'm just nervous.
Oh, Frax, I understand completely, but your magic shouldn't inhibit your emotions. If only we had someone who could like help you out. I wish I could. But I hit stuff. my expertise comes in the art of being really good, and
yeah,
I don't know if I could. I don't know how much I could provide except that book that gods it hurts my eyes to read genuinely.
Yeah. What do you do when you spit your lightning? Is that similar?
It's I don't really know. I do not have a frame of reference for I have not cast a spell, but I imagine it's a little different considering mine is a carryover of heritage and the other is, flinging around fireballs with your mind and your soul magic or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I try.
To be fair, I did throw up the first one.
You did throw up the first one. And it's very obvious that you're leaning towards the draconic side of sorcery because of they injected raw dragons. That's kind of obvious. Anyway, I just I'll give it some thought. I do want to help you, Frax.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do now, though, besides like give you a magic teacher that'll make you feel more comfortable?
Let me know if you find out anything, and can this just be a safe spot for me to hang out in if I get nervous?
It always has been, Frax, of course.
You see him getting a little bit teary-eyed a little bit and just like, thanks, Silus.
He gives him a hug. He just goes like,
You know I have to roll on that, right?
Don't care.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool.
A 2, I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, is not going to do anything.
Don't care. It was a lightning spell, but he's resistant to lightning because he's a blue dragon. There we go.
Yeah, but
But he'd just like give him a hug and just be like, you know, you're always welcome here, Frax. You're my friend, not just my.
Thanks. I'm gonna run off and get some food with the guys. Thanks.
Heck yeah, go get some food and yeah, have a great lunch.
Yeah. I say let's like flash forward a little bit, maybe, and
Sure.
we'll kind of get to the point maybe where so let's say it's like a few days later, it's weekend, Silas, it's your day off and things like that. Is there anything you want to do?
I'd want to upkeep the library, but I don't know how. You know.
Like tidy up, or do you like mean upgrade it?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say tidying up just takes like probably your morning or something like that, and you do that probably like a couple times a week.
I probably enjoy doing that genuinely. Like
you probably do.
I don't know what Reka's stance on. Like, I for one personally, out of game, I do love me playing some music and just like cleaning up a room or something. That's relaxing. But I don't know if there's any way to play music in Reka.
There's not a lot of musical people know, but it's probably like one of those things, you know, like they have like their songs from when they're doing certain things or when they're working together. Yeah. You know, it's like we're off to hunt a fish legs. We're off to hunt.
Yeah, they have like little ditties. It's cute. I think one of them like slips into his mind. He just remembers like something fish legs. What the fuck?
What is wrong with me?
Yeah, just like I have been in this town.
There's something wrong with me now.
Yeah, so you know that feeling when you have like the worst song pop in your head and you just like have to stop and in the song's tone sing like, "What am I doing? I'm an idiot." It's that.
Never gonna give you up.
I give up on life.
You get rickrolled by yourself. Okay, got it. But
like all the while I'm sleeping or something.
It's Silas, my boy. Silas.
Yes.
Silas.
Yeah, I said yes.
So, hello.
Hi, Corbin did.
Hello. Yes, thank you. Right.
It's at this point that the broom he threw in the air falls 2 feet to his left.
Gorbinen very slowly walks over and using his like staff manages like it's pretty impressive how he does this because he's probably like, you know, bad back, can't bend over, but he like manages to like scoop it under, like tap and like brings it right to him. He's like, you drop this.
Thanks, Corbin. Like takes the broom and like is looking back at him, but is like walking towards like the little spot where he keeps the broom. Just, you know, he's putting the broom away and finishing up, but he's still engaging in conversation. He's not being rude.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. So I don't really know how to say this necessarily, but
Is someone dead?
No. Ish.
Who died?
I don't.
Did Nexoria set something on fire again?
No. Well, I haven't checked in the past 15 minutes. Maybe, but
maybe, yeah.
No. There. How do you?
Did the fish legs come back?
No. Peony's been on that. Every time one comes by, she screams in terror, and the town's alerted. No, we have this nice young lady here, who's apparently not young and is a death cleric. So when you said, "Is anyone dead?" I'm not sure. She might be. I don't know how this works. But the person here confused. She likes books, so I thought, hey, your problem. Deal with it. I'm scared. I'm going back to doing things that I know, like talking with goblins.
You go do that, Corbin.
Toodaloo.
Bye. I just like imagine like they were standing behind Corbin, like or in the doorway this whole time.
I was picturing that, or like peering around, or like leaned up against the door frame. Yeah,
he's gonna poke his head through.
Like 100% insight.
Hi, you must be the death cleric that Gorbindin ran in terror about.
Hi, yes. I have that effect on people.
Yes, she does.
Should I start running? Just point of order, just so I know.
Silus flies in through a window and like kind of grabs onto your shoulders, and just goes, "I said it's your problem. No running," and goes right back out that same window.
Thanks, Gorbindin. Closes the door. All right, so hi.
Hello.
How did you get here? What are you doing? And what's your name? Sorry, that should probably be in a different order.
It's all right. My name's Zanith. I just was traveling. Decided that.
I'll take over here for a quick second, just because the lore of the world. But no, so Xanath goes on to explain a little bit, and there are whatever details to basically explain. It's like, yep, I was part of this little community and things like that. I doing my regular old job. Nothing was really wrong. Nothing was really going odd or anything like that. But I got framed for something or other, whatever it might be. And the local lord of that land ended up banishing me, and I got teleported to that large mountain a few miles up the road. And I ran into that little scrawny goblin. Well, is he old? He's a lot younger than me, but old man, I guess. And he brought me here. So yeah, I'm confused.
Very confused.
Well, let me be the first to welcome you to Reka.
Thank you.
I want to be very clear. Gorbindin did not welcome you to Reka. He was scared and forgot to do that.
Silus would just go like, so what do you do? Tell me about yourself. Apparently you're my problem now, so.
Yes. Hi, welcome. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Well, as he so gracefully mentioned, I am a death cleric. I love knowledge. I love learning. Dabble every here and there in a bit of necromancy. Why not? And it's kind of, you know what? I just love learning. I love books. I love knowledge. And in the old place before that, lovely little lord kicked me out. I owned a library, and sadly, I cannot own one anymore. And
you owned a library. you just see like the Grinch grin appear on Silas's face.
Owned. Yes.
You wouldn't have happened to have brought any books with you.
A few. Yes, perhaps.
Perfect. Well, welcome to our library. It's a little small, but it's literally been around for about a few weeks.
Well,
I'm trying to innovate a little bit here, give these goblins a love of learning, and I think you were thrown in here by a bit of providence, because I just talked to the kids at the school, because we are connected to the school through that lovely little tapestry. Take a look at it. Isn't it neat? It's a bunch of goblins holding hands. It's so cute.
Very.
It's a bunch of little kid goblins holding hands with like a rainbow and like a sun with a smiley face. It's super cute.
B is making me have to work so hard when I draw this.
You know, like the stereotypical like school posters. You know, the ones like that.
When like kids are around in a circle, but they're all holding hands, making everything look bright and cheery.
Yeah. Just hiding the fact that hey, you're actually in school. He just goes like, yeah, it's really cute. But behind that tapestry is the school, and I read for the kids on some occasion.
Wonderful. Children.
But if you have some books, and if you have some experience running an actual library, I was more of a an overpaid custodian, really. But if you know how to actually run the library, heck, I'll happily let you help around here. I mean, we can come up with something. We could do shifts. We could.
Yeah.
We'll iron out the details. I just kind of tend to I tend to leave for days on end for random occurrences.
Random. Okay. So would you leave it, or now that I am here, you'd happily just leave it in my hands, a random stranger?
I'm gonna need to give you like a few days to like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to like test the system more than once before I officially leave you in charge of anything. But like, I'm willing to work something out.
Fair enough. I completely new here. I'm not quite sure if I have a place to live yet. So, sure we could work something out.
I just imagine Silus just thinking back to like everybody living in, because at this point everyone still lives in the library.
Yep.
So like you just see him like do a quick mental calculation and just go, well, here's the thing. I live in here with 3 of my friends. And,
Fair enough.
I mean, if you want to turn this into a party of 5, you're more than welcome to take that chair over there and that barrel of hay over there.
Well, it's nothing I'm not used to.
Oh. I mean, really? I thought it was like a librarian. You would have had like a bed. Maybe I'm over glorifying librarians a little bit because the ones I used to know were like high powerful mages and stuff.
Well, perhaps before I was a librarian, but the library I owned was quaint, very nice, not very busy.
Fair. It's gonna take the goblins a few days to build a house anyway. So, actually, you just see like the Grinch smile return again. I have an idea.
Oh?
And he just like takes a moment, produces a piece of paper, and then just goes, like pulls out a quill, puts it on his desk. Dear Nexoria,
Oh.
It's come to my attention that you are one hell of a woodworker. My lupine friend Dante is very thankful for your work. And I would like to commission your services. Our new friend Xanath needs a house. The goblins are horrified of her.
Yes.
At least Corbin did. And so, if I ask them for help, we might be here for a while. I don't want them to live in the library with all of us. I think you can agree the 4 of us together already are a crowd. So I am asking you, my friend, Nexoria, if you would be able to build my new friend a house. Silus. Yes, we can work out payment later. Folds the thing, puts it in, just goes like, when Frax comes, I'll have him run this to Nexoria for me.
Fair enough. Oh.
He just like leaves it on the side of his desk and just goes like, here, sit down on this convenient barrel of hay.
Sure, she moves her cape a little and sits down.
And he would just like take the one seat in this place.
There was singular seat.
He's like, so tell me a bit about yourself. This isn't a job interview, but it's a job interview.
Do you want to hear the good or the bad?
Yes.
Just yes. Well, obviously I've mentioned I ran a library beforehand. It was an okay way to live. Got a bit dodgy past. Don't exactly need to mention that. No, I was framed, sadly. They just didn't really like me and don't know what else to say. Not good with people.
You need to talk.
I'm not good with people.
You and Peony really need to talk.
Why?
I think you'll find a kindred spirit.
Oh. Perhaps a friend, or
yeah, hopefully you make a lot of friends. The goblins are a little slow to trust, but they'll get used to you.
Fair enough.
So you're a cleric, right?
Yes, I am.
So, like, do you heal people?
No. I'm a death cleric.
So you use cleric magic to, like, hurt people. You're not a healer.
I'm not well, I can heal if I choose to.
So
Yeah.
you just see like him like thinking really hard and just goes, "Yeah, this'll do." So here's the thing: I have a friend. He's a young goblin. His name is Frax. Great little kid. I love him to pieces. Recently, we had a bit of a thing with Frax, and he can do magic now.
I'm just gonna interject right here and just let you know that Frax walks in at about this time, sniffling a little bit, and all of his hair is falling out.
Frax, buddy, what happened?
Oh, a child.
I'm not sure.
Buddy.
I wanted to practice a little bit, so I tried to use light, and my hair fell out, and I don't know why.
Oh, Frax. He just gives him a hug.
Xanath gets out a tissue and passes it.
Thanks.
Welcome.
It's like the most grotesque, like. And he hands it back.
She kind of holds it at a very long arm's length and is kind of
Surgical style, 2 fingers.
surgical style. Just kind of, thank you, child. And looks for a bin. Is there anything?
We do not have.
There's a cauldron in here. Don't put it in the cauldron.
That is how Paprika sleeps. Please don't do that.
She kind of holds it and is like, I don't know what to do with this.
Just burn it. Just burn it with your
burn
magic.
it. Yeah, she does so. Oof.
And then at that moment, Silus realized he just had a Frax see someone use magic.
Yeah, Frax is staring like. Actually, this is very important. If you don't know, it's okay. But how tall is Xanath?
She's. Oh gosh.
What race is she? Is she high elf?
She's a high elf.
Okay, so like. Shortest she'll normally be is like 5'9" then or something.
Yeah, so she's
Okay.
pretty tall.
So in that case, Frax is a little bit shorter, but not by like maybe only by like 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah.
And he's just like kind of looking up at you a little bit and just go, Mr. Silus, I have a thought.
I think I have the same one, buddy, but you go first.
Her.
She's looking between them too nervously.
Yeah, I think that'll do. She's not necessarily a sorcerer, but I mean, it's close.
Frankly, I don't know what I am, so I'm happy with anything.
That's fine. He like turns to Xanath. So,
Hi.
this is Frax. He was injected with the ability to do magic because of weird things. I promise I'll give you the whole story at some point.
Okay.
Needless to say, Frax is trying to learn magic from square -1.
Ah, yeah. I see.
And I think he would do nicely with someone who could show him the rope.
So you are asking me to tutor is he a child?
Yes. He's like 9 years old. No, I think he's 8 years old.
Okay.
Silus just goes, would it be better if I told you I was begging?
Sure, just don't cry and snot all over me if something is wrong.
Nope, no problem. Can you guys both make me quick perception checks?
Oh boy.
I can't remember which dice to use. I'm a bit rusty.
Just use a D20 and add your wisdom.
One moment.
And your proficient add +2.
It's been a gander.
11.
11? Okay.
Moment. I'm sorry. I can't find my thing.
Well, Cleric uses intelligence, don't they?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
I
I think her wisdom's like 20. She's like,
Ooh.
All right. So, yeah, just add 5 to whatever you roll then.
okay.
Campaigns where you can roll stuff.
18.
Okay, 18.
That's what I rolled.
You're good.
Rolled an 18 plus. So you do notice. You just see like Frax kind of like, I'm gonna describe it from Silas' point of view first. He kind of like brushes his right hand on his like shirt and goes to extend a handshake, but Xanath does see when he does that like a couple like small sparks fly off of his hand as he goes to extend it to like shake your hand.
Mm.
Happy to be working with you. And just like looking to shake your hand.
She kind of looks down at it a bit unsure. So she should or shouldn't after seeing that, but decides to take it out of kindness and be polite.
Okay. In that case, just like quick question: does like a 19 hit?
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. 1 moment, I literally have it up there. Yes, just.
Yeah, if you could just take like 8 points of damage.
Child! Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Hey. She's not good with children. She looks very uncomfortable. She kind of bends a little bit and is like, hey, don't worry about it. I'm not critically injured. I'm not dying. I'm fine. She kind of pats her shoulder a little bit. Do you need another tissue?
You see just like like a cartoon snot just dripping down. Like and I want to make this very clear when I describe this. Like, it's like in this world, like things look realistic except for this bit of snot. This is clearly drawn in by an animator after the fact.
She gets out another tissue and passes it with a uncomfortable smile on her face.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I got this one. He just like takes it and just like blows his lightning breath on it and watches it disintegrate. We're gonna need to get more tissues.
Yes.
So Frax.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you're here. For a couple reasons. One, I wanted you to be here when I sat and talked with Zenith because they're our new friend, and I think you're going to be seeing them around the library a bit.
Is that the one that Grandpa was screaming about like an idiot?
Yeah.
I have kind of a bad... Yeah.
He's just... Oh, no, you're cool.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry about him.
At least the child validates me.
The child validate. I mean, hey, I never invalidated you.
I'm just... You know what? I think this will be really cool. You just see, like, Frax, like, give you, like, a thumbs up, but, like, finger gun kind of thing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And you see between the thumb and the finger, just, like, a small, like, spark forms between for a quick second. So it's literally the most electrifying snap you've seen. Hey! That was cool.
Yes. So I'm guessing, obviously you said basically he's starting from a -1. Are you sure it's not a negative, like, a bit more?
It might be a bit more. I don't have
yeah.
I've been able to use magic for almost 10 days now. No, it'd be more than that. Probably like 15, but...
Yeah, I think he would say 10, though, because, like, yeah.
Because Frax, but... 2 weeks,
Close
2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Wonderful. Is there, just a genuine question, is there anyone else a magic user here? Just around, or?
Okay, the best way I could say this is ish.
Ish. Okay.
Ish. I mean, there's Paprika.
Okay.
Paprika has, like, magic in her tools. She's an artificer. She's pretty cool. She also, but she prefers to cook than fight.
There is 2, like, normal clerics in town, but they're not super.
Not
magic.
super.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
As, like, meta, like, just like to communicate this kind of like in a meta form, they are literally under level 1 clerics. Which might sound impossible, but I have homebrewed a ton of things to make this whole world possible.
Fair enough, honestly. I'm literally the only one in this entire place who's competent. Thank you.
Grinning ear to ear, just like elated to hear that.
That he knew words.
No, that he was complimented. It was like, thank you. And he's like,
oh, okay. Silus sees this and just like, okay. Zaneth, question.
Yes.
I think for a few days, how we'll do this is you can stay in the library here with us.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm working with the kids, you can stay back here, the books. He actually like shows her all of like the little ones that the kids wrote. He's like, I have the kids writing their own books. It's adorable.
Oh, that is actually it's good to get children interested in books very early on, in my opinion.
He just turns to Frax. I've said it for years.
Now
says,
you're validated.
I have been validated as well. This is the best day of no. Everyone's been validated in this room. This is great. I think after this, if you're cool with this, somebody, I kind of want to like jump to a few days and see like what their normal MO at the library is now.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Just one quick question, because you did say earlier, like you said you wanted to do upkeep and upgrade.
Yeah, I think now that Zaneth is here, it's gonna be like
easier.
Can we get like another like couple chairs? You know what I mean? Like a couple.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, do you want to head over to Stedzerk and?
Yeah. I think he'd be like, you know what? Come with me, Frax and Zaneth. Come with me, Frax. You get to meet your new tutor for magic. I'll still be your tutor with books and stuff. And we'll get Zaneth more acquainted with the town. I think this is a victory for everybody. I see this as a total win.
She kind of nods happily. He's like, do you mind if I just drop my things off first? Just put them anywhere, and then I'll join you. Because
yeah. You can. We can wait outside. Me and Frax can have a second outside while you
get
yourself comfortable. Yeah. He walks out with Frax and just turns to him and just goes like, "So."
I think this is fantastic.
I'm glad because you finally have someone who can teach you magic
and help me be like a lot more controlled with it, and also
that's definitely a plus.
Like
also,
and at this moment you seem gonna like she's cute.
I figured that. Yeah, you're like 9. It's okay, kid.
So I'm just kidding because I know how old you are. Sorry.
It's okay, kid. You're like 9. You're like 8, Frax. You don't even.
Oh, she kind of comes back out after a couple of minutes. She's no longer got any bags on her. No, she's not got this really, because before she was wearing a very over the top long black cape. She's no longer wearing that. Looks quite a bit more comfortable and is ready to walk with you guys.
Cool. All right. Well, welcome aboard. Yeah. Silus just like at this exact moment when she walks in and is about to be ready, like he has a mental brainwave and just goes, Zaneth, 2 seconds, and just like pulls Frax to the side and just goes, Frax, buddy.
Yeah.
I have a very important question for you, as your teacher and as your friend, and please, like, if it's uncomfortable for you to talk about, don't worry about it. Is this your first crush?
No.
You're like 8. Okay.
No.
Cool. Just wanted to get that out the way. Just so that way, like, things aren't weird here. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. He just is like, let's just go back. And, like, he walks Frax back. He's like, sorry. Kid had we needed to have a quick conversation.
It's all right.
So awkward. Elbow into the side. And your armor is glowing a little bit.
Oh yeah.
He accidentally cast light on you.
He just goes like, yeah, if you Frax hugs gives your armor light. It's cool. Anyway, he where is the library on the map? Class, duh.
Yeah.
So
carpentry's like right next door, basically.
Oh, perfect. So he's just like, well, I would show you around, but the carpenter is right there. But we'll just go to the main road and I'll show you very quickly.
Okay.
They just like walk up into the main pathway and just goes like, there's some different places here. There's some houses, a lot of houses. There's the mess hall, that big building over on the side over there. That little thing directly in the center is where Pud sleeps. Please don't call him a god. He is not a fan. Back south with us, you have more houses, the blacksmith, carpentry. The elders hang out over there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little area. We're hoping to expand a bit. We got the school just a bit bigger for the library, but let's go talk to the carpenter. And he would knock on their door.
Come on in.
Hey, Skedzer.
Hey, how you doing? I just want to communicate, like, because you bought the things for the classroom, maybe like, it's probably been like maybe a month or so since you bought like the desk and everything like that. And in here, it's like way upgraded since you last came in.
Holy.
Like, you get the idea that your purchase is one of the biggest purchases this team has ever had.
Oh. Wait a second.
It's like...
Wait a second. Silus looks around. Holy trow.
Yeah.
Just looking around, just nodding in appreciation of the place.
Just so you know, Kat, like for Xaneth, she's probably looking at this going like, this is looking a little bit like kind of run down, but it's way better than it was before. Before it had a lot of like, there was a lot of tapestry and stuff like that in a lot of the places, but like now it's like, it looks really nice. There's a lot of nice colors. The wood has been like any wood that was kind of like weathered and stuff like that has been treated and like done over again. There's been a lot of small upgrades.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, it looks fairly basic, but it's like, Silus probably is like, wow. Sorry, that was a goblin's voice, but.
Holy trout.
Hey, one of my favorite customers. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What happened?
Well, with the amount you ended up spending here, we were able to just like, me and the kids, and he's like referring to his like grown adult children that are like in their 30s as kids. We're able to put aside like a little bit other than like what we needed personally, and we're able to upgrade the place. So we decided we got this like nice, beautiful new table. Got a couple drawers in here and stuff like that for some organization. We redid the ceiling a little bit. We got nice new floors in. We upgraded some of our tools and talked with Hugs to be able to get those things upgraded at the blacksmith. Like we were able to get a lot of things going because of that. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem. Well, as you'd imagine, I'm here on similar business. This is Xaneth. He just like does like the, you know.
She waves.
Oh, like he like kind of like was about to stick his hand out, shake your hands. Oh, hey, hello, and just ends up throwing a little bit of a wave at you. It's like, welcome to Reka. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you very much. Just settling in.
That's good to hear.
There's a bit of an adjustment period, yeah, but needless to say, Gorbindon dropped them with me because they ran a library.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think it's safe to say that they'll be working at the library for a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
Plus, they'll be helping. They'll be helping Frax with their situation.
That's so good. I'm happy for the kid. That's good. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Frax is Frax still here?
Yeah, Frax is with you.
Okay.
He's like probably looking at Frax and just going like, you know what, buddy? This is going to be one of the best things that can happen for you. I'm happy for you.
Mm-hmm. Also, by the way, when you get a chance, he hands him the letter. Could you like pass this over to Nexoria? It's a special favor I need from her.
Oh, yeah, sure. She should be in tomorrow. I'll get it to her.
Thank you. It's nothing crazy. It's just I just figured favor I just wanted to call in a favor from a friend. Anyway.
That's fine. You can always request a certain carpenter. We won't take it personally.
Okay. With you guys, gentlemen, though, I do have a request. While Xanath needs a place to stay, I think she's going to end up lumped into the library with us for a while.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, on top of like an extra, like moving in an extra bale of hay or whatever we need, maybe like a few more desks, a couple more chairs,
and
some shelves might be useful.
It's going to be getting pretty cramped in there, you know.
Yeah. How much? What would? I don't want to move their house because it's the house really close by. But I would like, if we could extend it out a bit, that'd be great. I don't know.
So you want to like upgrade the size of the building as well,
just so we can fit some more stuff. Because at this point, it's gonna like Paprika's cauldron takes up like half the back of the library at this point.
Yeah, that's true. No, okay.
I can tell the kids that for a few days we can quarantine off the library section. Tell the kids that for a few days they need to get it renovated. You know, we'll make a day out of it. We'll put like cute little decorations up. You know, it'll be cute.
Well, how about I'm a bit booked for a little bit, but how about a couple of days from now in the morning, you guys get out nice and quick. Maybe Paprika won't wake up. Maybe you guys carry her off to you know what? She's gonna be tired. If you go like, okay, so me and Sync, we live right by the mess hall. If you want to bring her by our house and just like tuck her in there, she can continue to rest there. Me and the boys will get over and we'll try to expand that and see if we can do it in a day or two really quick. Just rudimentary so you guys can get back in there. And we'll like do upgrades while you guys are out. We'll add in one more desk, 2 more chairs, and another set of shelves.
That sounds good.
All right. Do you want another like big desk like that, or are you thinking a smaller one?
Another big one. Just same.
All right.
Deal.
So
if we could set them out like a row, you know what I mean? Like have one there and one further in the back. Yeah.
So the desk will be 90. The chair will be another 10. The shelves will be another 10 for the set. And the expansion, we're probably looking at maybe another 100. So that'll be 210 gold. Can you swing that?
I think so.
I may be able to help. I have all my savings from my old place.
They let you bring your money with you? This other place is so much better. What the hell?
But, you know, I always have it on my person.
You have to remember, B, that was the thing. It was you guys got to bring whatever was on you.
That's true. It's true.
So if she had kept her money with her.
Yeah.
He's just like, I mean, I want you to, I feel like you should use your money for your house. This is for the library I run. I feel kind of bad to have.
Well, a library.
If I remember correctly, B, you don't have enough money for this anyway.
That's fair.
A minute, I might have it written down just about how much money she actually has.
I have no idea. But
B, you're supposed to keep track of this stuff.
I meant her money, but yeah.
Well, I can help at least. The library can make a second help.
I think this.
But so basically, you guys are going in together and going to try to afford this, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I was kind of thinking, B, you would probably be able to afford this, but just barely, because you have been collecting basically like, because the way the school system works, it's not public school, it's like private school. They pay a little bit. The parents do. So you probably have enough money from working there for a few weeks to be able to afford this, yeah.
Okay. If you're willing to help, that would be able to keep me out of the red.
Yeah.
But okay, and I promise come my next payment, I'll happily pay you back so you can focus on your house when you get one.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure also while I'm staying there for a little bit before I have a house, I could pay some sort of rent to help.
He looks over at Frax and just goes, this is something I didn't consider. This is awesome. I mean, yeah, we can work it out. I wouldn't ask you too much money. Like, I mean, we're all kind of the outcasts in this happy little town, so I wouldn't ask you too much.
Stedzerk slaps you upside the head and goes, "Don't you dare talk like that. You guys are not outcasts. You're family like the rest of us."
I didn't mean us specifically. I meant like this whole town compared to the rest of the world. But yeah.
Now he nuzzles the back of your head and goes, "Valid."
Yeah, we're
Very
one
valid.
big happy. We're one happy family here, but to compare to the rest of the world, we are a little small. But because of that, I wouldn't ask you. But something small to keep things
Yes, well,
going would be nice.
to at least keep you afloat, yeah. And she smiles and looks a little bit uncomfortable just overall with the situation, but other than that, she seems content.
Okay, I think the two of them would pool together their money. I don't know specifics. We can discuss the specifics maybe off camera because monetary stuff sounds boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they pool together their money and get that going. And should we time skip to like when that's done?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, because
just so
I
you
do
know,
want to
we
like
are-
before we. Huh?
We're running like toward the end, just so you guys.
That's
know.
what I figured. I just wanted to figure before we ended off. I wanted to see like what a normal day in the library is for these two now, because they're going to become a recurring character as an NPC, and I don't want to have to make up like their typical library stuff from
Yeah.
square one. You know?
So I'll describe a little bit of it.
Okay.
Just for that purposes. So, and if at any point, Kat, you're like, I don't know if she would do that, just let me know. But this is what I was
Okay.
kind of thinking. Because of the fact that Silus is both working as a teacher and doing tutoring, maybe he steps back a little bit with being like tutoring as much, and maybe you take over a little bit with some of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But Silus is still like one of the teachers in the room with Sosa. So I was thinking Silus is doing that and a little bit of tutoring, and since he goes on adventures sometimes, that's when Xanath kind of takes over a bit more and is like a sub for a lot of things. But when the library's open, it's like depending on what day, like if you did tutoring, you're there with the library. If you didn't, you're not. And I'm thinking just with the extra time Xanath has, there are two like kind of like undertrained clerics in town. And maybe you're like also there, like helping patch up any of the guards or the hunters that get injured while they're out hunting or protecting the village and things like that from the everyday things that come up. So maybe you're just there, like either like doing the little bit of healing you can, or maybe helping the clerics learn more. How does those things sound?
They sound good. Yeah, she'd actually be very likely to do all that. She'd be very slow to warm up. Would take a little bit, but then once she became comfortable, like she would be a very integrated part in helping.
Yeah. So, and I'm guessing this is maybe like a couple weeks in. So you've been there for a while and able to get comfortable. I do want to kind of go through like one day, like kind of quickly.
Yeah, that's
like
my thought
almost
too.
like the highlight reel of it. So let's say like the morning starts off, you guys kind of wake up and you start out like with school, and Sosa comes on in, and Sosa isn't crawling in or using her like canes to walk in. She's riding one of the dire wolves called Vorf.
Oh.
No. Silas would see this and just be like, heck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Vorf and I have Vorf noticed that I had a hard time getting around, and he's decided to help me get around, and it's just like it's one of the he's just like, and she's like petting, like scratching behind the ear, petting off his, like just the best thing I could have asked for. It's like
therapy wolf. Therapy wolf.
And just Vorf begins to talk, but Xanath doesn't speak direwolf, so she has no idea what's happening now. So she just hears like, ruff, ruff, ruff. But Vorf is kind of just communicating. Huh?
We should probably fix that. We should get it depends.
When will it happen though? But Vorf basically communicates to Silas of like, I'm trying to think about how would a dog talk? Yeah. So, oh wait, would he have Scooby-Doo's voice?
Do it.
Well, I Russia. Run. I can't do this. It's so bad. It's so bad for the podcast.
Just abort mission.
Exactly. No, but Vorf basically communicates that he saw Sosa and how she was struggling to get around, and he just couldn't stand to really not do something and decided if someone's going to do something, he's happy to be the one to do something.
No, he just goes
And
like,
has
you're
basically
good.
become her service dog.
He starts scratching him and just goes like, "You're a good man, Vorf."
I appreciate it.
He would look over to Zan and just go like, "So we need put on the checklist for today. We need to get you to Puds and get you wolf trained. But we could do that in the afternoon after all the kids. That's fine. I have to go with Sosa. You know the drill. Just stick around here. If any of the kids turn up during their break, you can talk with them. You know the usual MO."
Well, Xanath in the morning when you're at the school is normally with the cleric's training.
Oh, you're right. I think it was more like if if you end up in here, you're more than welcome, but like you could totally go with the clerics and stuff, because he's just like, yeah, you've been doing good work with them, and I'm have to say I'm a little happy to hear that the clerics are doing a bit more work than they used to. Yeah, you're working pretty fast with them, so that's nice. He would go over, have his regular day, with the kids.
Yeah.
I think by this point the kids are. I think at this point the kids are used to Xanath being around.
Oh, none of the kids reacted to Xanath. But just so you know, Xanath, when you walk outside, you DC Gorbin and run off screaming again.
He's just
he's the only one that is like scared.
Well, she is a very, very tall high elf, and with her cape on, she probably does look a bit menacing. I would understand that.
Gorbin is possibly the second most scary goblin in this town, from the amount of stupid crap he's successfully have pulled off.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it, but this dude's done some weird stuff. I think that's actually something Silus would tell her. Like, you wouldn't know it, but I've seen this man do a flip into a wolf. It was amazing.
Flip into a wolf to manage to like pole vault off of it to go like with his quarterstaff to go on top of it, then drop an elbow on it and knock it out cold. That's something this old man has done.
It was impressive. I don't know how he did it. I think he needed the clerics for like a week afterwards, but it was amazing. Like I wish I could have had that like drawn or something. I've actually tried. I'm not a good artist. It's just one of those things you have to see. Anyway, I think what I think would be good for you, Xanath.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're a bit more acquainted with everybody, I think you should start. So like Sosa has Vorm. I usually hang out with Dante a lot. There's probably a few of the wolves left who don't have someone to hang around with. I think we should go get you trained to speak wolf with Puds and maybe hook you up with a wolf friend by the end of the day. But he would just go like, we'll talk about that afterwards. Gotta go, bye. Runs through the tapestry. Gotta go, bye.
She doesn't even get a chance to speak or respond. Just watches him run off.
I think he would like poke his head in like, are we good? Is that good? Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Cool, bye.
I think at this point, I'm going to take over a little bit and say that after, in the morning, after like Xanath has helped train the clerics a little bit, after after Silus has worked with the kids in school, Silus is now going to be doing some tutoring, and Silus is like in the library that day, so Xanath has the rest of the day off, and Frax is going to run up to Xanath and go like, can we go work on some magic real quick?
Yeah, of course.
And I'm going to guess, like, for the sake of safety, you can see the little map that I posted. And those of you that are listening that want to see the map, you'll be able to find it soon enough. There's a little, like, rock in the upper right. And there is where some events have happened in the story so far. And, like, it's vacated, like, it's emptied out. And that's a good spot to practice because it's not like you're going to start a forest fire. Like,
yeah, fair enough.
Very solid. There's a lot of magical things in this area, keeping everything stable. So you guys go there to practice. Like, you want to roleplay that out? You
probably see some octo monkeys.
Yep, you see some octopus swinging tree to tree, going through the forest.
Jesus.
There's a boar with scales swimming in a river. Your normal things that you see every day. You've never
Fish
seen
with legs
before you move to Reka. But you've been here for a few weeks, so you're used to this kind of
Yeah.
garbage at this point. But yeah, so you get in there, and Frax is kind of just like sitting there, like, all right, so I've been learning and getting a little bit better at keeping calm to do magic, and that helps. But I'm still trying to figure out how to use my like better spells. I can't figure out how to make them happen.
Right.
And basically, he's talking about first level spells.
First level spells, okay. So, could he, just so I can know, just to have a look, potentially able to do cantrips or no?
Yeah, he's able to do cantrips. So what happened when he shook your hand? That was Shocking Grasp.
Yeah.
He used the cantrip of light on Silus on accident, kind of like it's one of those things where like certain parts of him will accidentally have things go off sometimes, and he also is affected by wild magic.
Yeah,
but you've probably picked up the wild magic happens when he's like getting more and more emotional as the more and more likely it is. And the like it's basically like he basically like discharges magic sometimes when it comes to like his hands. But
okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, I can try and help you with that. Just if you ever want to know anything about me, by the way, just to try and help out, because a good friendship between a tutor and a tutee could potentially help you more. So if you ever want to know anything, just let me know, and I'll just help with my best of my knowledge. In regards to better spells, obviously I'll have to kind of avoid the destructive ones. My destructive ones for once, because obviously with what I do, with what I know, there's a couple of ones what would be very damaging to a person, so we won't touch on that. But I can help you, for example, with a first level spell.
I'm just wondering like how to. Oh, by the way, I just want to make it clear: his hair has grown back entirely.
His hair has grown back entirely. Okay.
And that happened the next day.
Bless him.
Okay.
Because I did roll on the magic table, and it's your hair falls out but grows back within 24 hours.
Okay. I thought he like singed his hair or something.
No, it literally fell out from wild magic. But no, he's like, he doesn't know what his first level spells are. And he's like so he's kind of sitting there like with both of his hands out, just trying to like make something happen.
Oh, he needs a focus.
He has no idea.
No idea, because kind of like not sure cleric, sorcerer, or anything, just doesn't know, so therefore doesn't know what first level spell to try to.
Yeah.
Just so I know. Okay.
But I will say, as he's trying to do this, he's like he's shaking a lot, he's trying really hard, and a firebolt shoots out like toward the ceiling.
And
a rock starts to fall down toward Frax. What do you do?
I could do one of two things. I'm trying to think. Well, obviously, I'm trying to think what would actually be best.
5.
No! Don't do her. Don't.
Just push him. Just push him.
Huh?
Push him.
Try to push him out of the way?
Yeah. Just because.
Now I gotta see how well Frax. Yeah, Frax is incredible today. Just so you guys know,
he's doing well.
He's rolled exclusively 17 on everything he's like tried to do, except for when he singed when he removed his hair.
Hell yeah, good boy, Frax.
Like everything has been a 17 exactly that he's rolled.
Fair enough.
You run up to try to like push him out of the way, and he gets like this moment of like, oh crud, no, like worried about you, and like. Instead of like letting you push him out of the way, pulls into you. And so you're both underneath this rock, and you just see in him the spell shield activates. And he kind of like takes the brunt of this, but because of shield, he doesn't take any damage from the rock falling. What the heck was that?
Just breathe. Are you hurt?
No, that's why I'm confused.
Look up.
Huh?
Okay, we'll go over that later. Let's just move out of the way and see if you can discharge that little.
Huh?
Okay. See, you've cast the spell which has protected us. However, we're still in a bit of danger, so we need to move, and then we can try to see if you can end that, and then that could potentially also help with some of your control. But let's just move for now, because I really don't want to become a pancake.
I think Paprika is screaming in success somewhere nearby because someone said pancake.
Yes.
Just to add that in.
So add that in.
Okay, so you guys start kind of walking out, and he's kind of sitting there like, what happened?
Can she kind of take his hand as in like a supportive kind of comforting way, like what someone would do to a kid, kind of like a...
Yeah, I recommend you taking his left hand.
Taking his left hand, okay. Well, she takes his hand.
The power of friendship, because his left hand always is ready to use light. There's just a light emanating from your hands.
Well, it's...
And this little boy who has a crush on you that you don't know yet is kind of just like having this like hallmark moment.
Like what an anime character has in like the opening or something.
Yup.
Well, she takes his left hand and kind of breathes herself for a moment and kind of bends down just to make a bit of eye contact and is like, I'm sorry I didn't do more there. I kind of panicked a little bit. I could have cast something to just get it out the way, but I was more focused on your safety, and I just thought moving you would be the best bet in that moment. I am sorry. That
It's okay. I appreciate it.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Okay. Now, do me a
Probably
favor.
just thinks like it's the shock.
What?
Like she's probably like, oh, he's stuttering. Oh, he must have been so scared.
Okay, she kind of she's looking. It's like eye contact at the moment. She's bent down a little bit, and it's like, okay, look up to where that boulder is, and look what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Did you see what's going on?
Yeah, a rock fell down, hit me, and bounced off.
Perfect physics. Yes. Okay. No. You stopped it, if I believe, in the moment. I think so. I'm a bit shook up as well, but yes, I believe so.
Huh.
Yes. Is it? Oh, just out of. Is it still up in the air at the moment?
No.
No,
what he did was cast the spell Shield, which increased his
Yeah.
AC so high that it, like the rock hit and like broke off of him.
Okay. Okay. Well, technically you're right, and it did, but you stopped it because you casted something, and it helped. And just in that moment, go back to it real quick. Close your eyes for me, sweetie. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Like she's kind of close. Think back to just a few moments ago. In that moment when you saw that boulder coming, what did you feel? Did you feel anything?
Worried, but when you ran in, I felt like I had a sense of responsibility.
All right.
I wanted to be like Silus and protect people.
On track. That's great. She's kind of like, do you know? Have you ever had a teacher? It's like a teacher happy teacher when a kid does something good. She's like, great. Okay. Do me a favor. Keep your eyes closed. Try to feel that again. Feel that responsibility, and see if you could do something.
He's like focusing very, very hard.
Yeah. It's alright if not, just don't get yourself in a tiz. Okay.
I got nothing.
You got nothing. Well, situation's different. There isn't a huge boulder falling down on top of us. But no, you did something there, so don't think that you can't do anything. It's the first step towards failure. So don't think that. I guess she's like trying to think. She's never really tutored a child before in magic, so she's trying to think of what correct thing to say or do.
There's something Silus could have thought of that maybe he told Zan a few days ago, which I think could be a really cute way for the scene to go. Is I think he told her like, usually spellcasters need something like to hold, or like an orb, a crystal, a wand,
Yeah, yes, that would be a good. Thank you. She decides to go into. So she has a pouch on her. This pouch never leaves her side, and it contains a couple items she doesn't let anyone see. It's very sentimental, and she brings out a small crystal. It's white in color, very small, quite dainty, but it's like round. I can't describe it. It's just a small white crystal, and it could be anything. And she passes it over, and it's like, sometimes a step could be to have a conduit. This could be if you wished it to be. It could be anything. I know people who have wands. I know people who have literally anything. But
Nexoria has a totally viable stone that Silus didn't just grab.
Yeah, and it's like just anything. Anything could be a conduit. And this stone, this gem even, I got many years ago before I left home. So it's precious to me, and I think it could help you if you had it.
He is blushing, by the way. Oh, all right. And he's like holding it in his left hand, which is like ironic because once again, now the focus is glowing.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna, like, while looking at it, he's gonna hold up his hand like toward like maybe like the ground more.
Yeah.
And he's gonna cast Firebolt. And what actually happens is that you can't really see anything, but he looks a little bit more frail. And the metagame thing is whatever the next damage spell hits him does max damage.
Oh, he wild magic.
Yeah, he goes to cast this with his like focus and just looks at his other hand that's supposed to cast Firebolt.
He just kind of.
I'll keep practicing, but
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, just keep practicing. When I was growing up, many years ago, I found my own conduit, and she brings out a oh my gosh, watch. It's a pocket watch, and it looks very old, and it's bronze. And she's like, "This is my own. This is something that means a lot to me, and this was my first conduit," type thing. I call it a conduit. I don't know if that's. And it's just.
It's good.
It's good, yeah. And it's just we all have somewhere to begin, and we all have somewhere to continuously move towards.
Yeah.
And it's just you just keep trying, and if you honestly, I could help in any way you want. Obviously, I very much so specialize in a bit of necromancy and cleric and more cleric-based spells. However, I could still help you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And
She's grinning.
And I think that's where this is going to be wrapped up.
Okie dokie.
That was so cute.
Thank you so much, Bee and Cat. I think this is fantastic.
Adorable.
And as always, instead of typing in Craig, leave, I almost just left the call myself like an idiot again. But say goodbye to bots.
Bye.
All right, guys. I hope you guys really did enjoy that. This next one is the group roleplay, episode 14. I'm really excited about that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that, well, it's Monday. Frostwalkers, which is who B is a part of, has released their episode today as well. If you're watching this today, go ahead and check them out. Support them a little bit. It's actually, they're doing one-on-ones right now as well, which I find quite funny. But it's B and Livy from Founders Reka as well. They are doing their one-on-one together, and that's what released earlier today. So go check that out and have a great time with that one as well. We'll see you guys back here with Founders of Reka, episode 14, group roleplay. Frax's birthday.